And spawning in the right-hand corner of Ducklings, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the Red Protoss. Oh. Red Protoss himself. It is a PAPI. Hi, PAPI. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Blue Protoss player from Team Little Fairy. It is a Shameless. And if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we get into our fresh best of 3. Go. As we are loading into Tokamak, Tokamak is one of the larger maps in the map pool. Likewise, once we get into players like PAPI, players like Shameless, we are expecting more longer games as well, more drawn out mid-game between two Protoss players. When it comes to the top level of PvP, players like MaxPack, Showtime, Classic, Hero, Zound, Nightmare, then we often see all-ins, right? We often see hyper-aggressive play with proxies and 1-base all-ins and 2-base all-ins and hidden tech as well. Very chaotic, and honestly, I really do enjoy that. But here, this is where we get into typically more standard PvPs, like no rush 8 minutes, and get into our 2-gate opener, into the 3rd base, into Twilight Council, another gateway, into a 3rd. Is usually what we see. Oh, hello. But Shameless, he'll be hiding a pylon, and this is a prime location for a robo. I'm ready. I'm excited. Proxy robo out of Shameless. Meanwhile, PAPI, it's on him to confirm what's going on. Probe Scout is coming in. PAPI goes in for a full scout, and he will confirm that, hey, the pylon is missing. He will confirm. Aren't you PAPI? Hi, PAPI. Look, there's a little bit of PAPI in all of us, okay? Some more than others. Oh, no. That's for now. We do have that robo again, 1-base all in at a Shameless. Your first name is Este. True, true. Este, PAPI. Ay, ay, ay. As here comes a Prism, at Epson moving out. Of course, Sword Up's taking 1-shot probes, and we'll see if Shameless can get into the main. Meanwhile, we can see the PAPI. Ooh, he went for the faster expansion. Went for the faster Nexus. Oh, got shade in. Threading that shade. Doesn't commit. Here, loading up. Bypasses the main army. Heads for the main base mineral line. He's trying to keep up. Trying to keep up, and so far he does deflect. Immortal has arrived, and this is the big power spike for Shameless. He has the Immortal, PAPI does not. His own robot just started, it just finished. Here we go, Shameless moving in. Force fields, they try to zone away. Immortal drops over the wall. We do have 2 shield batteries, buying a lot of time. Buying a lot of time here. The Immortal trying to bust on in. But again, down to 1 Stalker. He's going for the warp in. Yeah, he's going for the warp in. He's done it. Shameless, he breaks the natural base. Takes down the Stalkers, depletes all the energy, takes down the pylon. And no shield battery support. Locks down the Immortal. Oh. Despite that, though, pulls back to the safety of the shield battery. PAPI, he's holding. Aye, PAPI. He's holding on. Repower those shield batteries. Get him back up. Ooh, is this up against 2 Immortals? Ah, 2 Immortals. It should be too much. Hides back, saves the Immortal just barely. Second Immortal has arrived. It's up to 2. Third one is on the way. But they do such a great job tanking Immortal shots. This PAPI does save his natural. So let's hold him to the natural base. Shameless jumping into the main. Force wheels, they try to zone away PAPI. Oh, the Immortals are going off. Yeah, they're popping off. Ah, the Robo's depowered. Ah. Yeah, Robo's depowered. GG gets caught. Shameless does overwhelm, and Shameless takes game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Music super loud. Oh, I do apologize. Sorry, the audio was messed up a little bit previously. Where was it before? Un momento. But GG, well played with that. Shameless takes the lead in the series, and we're now getting into game number 2. Let's go. Let's take a lead. Basically, I started laddering again last week, right? I think last week I had a stream, I had a ladder session, but I was using an older account, and I think the settings on that account like bled over into my casting account, and it's like, so a little bit messed up, but it's all good. Here we go. We're jumping into game number 2. Jumping into the rest of our series and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Pylon, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is PAPI. Aye, PAPI. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the blue Protoss player. The blue Protoss representing Team Little Fairy. It is a Shameless. But I do apologize for the audio. It should be better at this point. It should be a little bit better. Audio levels have been lowered. Should be good to go. Should be good. So here we go. We are once again going to be opening up. Shameless does have a lead so far with the successful proxy. Again, PAPI, he did see the pylon was missing. He went for the expansion anyway, so a really greedy response out of PAPI. In the end, he could not quite keep up. This time, hello. PAPI does veer off towards the left-hand side. Where are we headed? What's the plan? Ooh, gonna be hiding towards the left-hand side. This is a prime location for a proxy Stargate. So Stargate would be an option here. Robo wouldn't be too far away, so potentially Robo as well, but leaning more towards Stargate. Just because of the short rush distance by air, right? Very short by air. So we can just chrono out an Oracle and just go straight for the mineral line. Meanwhile, Shameless, he does probe scouts. He's in the main base, he knows. He scouts, he knows that the pylon is missing. It's up to Shameless to determine, is it real, is it fake, is it a Stargate, a Robo, or a Gateway? What's going on? There's the Stargate. Stargate is turned down. Shameless is still looking for the pylon. He's searching. Still looking, still searching. So we have a Robo opener. Oof. So basically, Shameless, he doesn't know what's going on. He does send out his stalkers as well to figure out what's happening. He's looking for the proxy, going for a robo. This screams that he's trying to hard counter an all-in. We know that there is no all-in. Like Stargate, proxy Stargate is only designed to deal harassing damage. PAPI should be expanding behind this. So the Oracle's moving in. Shameless, he will confirm. There we go. Scouts the pylon, scouts the Stargate, sees the Oracle. Now he knows. And, ooh, third gateway. So, because Shameless went for a robo himself, now he's stuck in an all-in. Now he has to go for the all-in. He's going for a third gateway. So, one base all-in out of Shameless. As he did misread. Now, Shameless, he can still pull this off. The upside for Shameless is that this Stargate takes a long time to reinforce back at home. To rally home and to reinforce. PAPI going for his own robo, for immortal production. That's going to be his win condition. If he can build up his immortal counts, then he should survive. As Oracles, they do go for the drive-by. Here, they do race back home. So far, Shameless, he's committed. Stalking down heavily in his favor, but now we have 2 shield batteries. And again, the win condition, get the Immortals. Get the Immortals up and running. He does need more time. Oh. One Stalker goes down. Shameless, he gets one. So far, nice control. Pulls back the weakened Stalkers. Doesn't lose anything yet. At the same time, the Oracles, they still commit across the map, but there are Stalkers to defend. Shameless, he's ready. He's ready for the Oracles. We get 3 probes, 4 probes even. But now we have the Immortal. PAPI's got his Immortal. Another shield battery. Delicate dance here for PAPI. And remember, the longer this game goes on, the better it is for PAPI. He has a natural, he has a base, he has mining, he has the superior economy. Ooh, and he's going for the dive. Yeah, it does go for the dive, and he gets 1 immortal. 1 immortal goes down. Shield batteries, they put in a lot of work. The second immortal does survive. And PAPI holds. Yeah, PAPI holds on. GG gets called. The all-in fails, and PAPI ties up the series 1-1. Whew, GG. GG well played. A big misread there from Shameless. Again, winding it back. Initially, he saw that there was a proxy, saw something was wrong, and he did respond with his own robo, and he was forced to go into his own 1-base all-in, just because he had the robo, so he had to make use of it in some way, decided to go for the 3rd gateway, and as we mentioned, PAPI's win condition was to get into his own immortal production. He got there. He got there in the end. He was able to get his robo, he was able to build up to 2 immortals, shield batteries were done. GG. GG, well played. PAPI does hold. And we're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game 3. Let's go. Going to the ace match here is spawning in the top right hand corner of Ancient Sister, and we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss. Tying up the series 1-1. It is PAPI. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player representing Team Little Fairy. It is Shameless. We go. So players are going to be settling in. Nice and good. Game 1, we had Shameless going for the proxy. Game 2, we had PAPI going for the proxy. Game 3, do we proxy each other or do we go for a standard game? We are loading into Ancient Cistern. Ancient Cistern is a larger map, longer rush distance by ground. We do typically lean towards more macro builds here. That's what we're expecting, at least. PAPI doesn't move out. And so does Shameless. So they both probe scouts. They both confirm that, hey, second pylon's in the main base for Shameless, second pylon's in the main base for PAPI as well. Everything's looking normal. Everything's looking as it should. And if you remember, at the start of the series, we spoke about how, at least I anticipated more macro play between these two players. You know, getting into a 2-gate opener, 2-gate into a natural base, into Blink, into a third, is kind of what I was leaning towards. We did not get that at all in Game 1 and Game 2, but it feels like we're heading in that direction here in Game 3. Oh, hello. As Shameless does veer off with a probe, which means Shameless, he may go for a third gateway. One base all in? Yeah, he's going for it. He's going for a setting up here at the third base location. Show us the pylon. Ooh, Hallucination does spot the probe. He expands. Yeah, he does expand instead. There's the pylon, but he does expand behind this. PAPI is being lured out. And Shameless, he's diving on the army. He will chase us down. We'll get one sentry. Does get one. Now rallying in, rotating into the natural. Rover back at home. And once again, nice movement out of Shameless. Tanking shots with the Hallucination. Tanks a lot of shots, but the shield batteries are done. And PAPI holds. Ooh, never mind. Jesus, we're still rallying. We're just rallying in. He's just rallying. Shield battery out of NG. Stalker goes down. He gets one. He gets one. Tanks. Oh, tanks a lot of volleys with the Hallucinations. But now there's a second shield battery. Shameless still rallying. He smells blood in the water. He's going for the kill. Boys are being pulled. Boys are being pulled. Once again, there's support with the shield batteries. PAPI's struggling to hold on. He did at least have the faster expansion, but Shameless is catching up. Here come the warpins. Ooh, and he does break through. Gets 3 more Stalkers, down to 2 Stalkers left. Down to 1. Does warp in. Again, trying to hold on, but there's no blink. And Shameless is so close to just breaking PAPI here and now. PAPI, he just wants a macro. Ooh, lose one. We'll lose 2 Stalkers. Nice control. And miscontrol there by Shameless. Nice targeting out of PAPI. Once again, he's trading. Oof. Catching out 2 more. Catching out more Stalkers, picking up more probes. And finally, Shameless backs off. Shameless, he backs off. Bakonomi has begun Immortal production. Twilight Council's on the way. Late Twilight Council, early Blink out of PAPI. And who do we favor here? So PAPI, he was taking a lot of losses. He was sustaining a lot of losses, that is true. But at the same time, Shameless doesn't really have a high probe count himself, and he has no third base. So economically, PAPI, he's keeping up, but army-wise, he bled out a lot of Stalkers. Army's not quite there. Ideally, Shameless wants to make use of his blink advantage. But he will expand. Alas, he will expand. And while PAPI's expanding, Shameless, as you can see here, 2-base all in. 2-base all in, he throws down 2 more gates, so he's going into a 5-gate 2-base all in with Immortal production, waiting for the War Prism, and then Shameless is just going to send it. Just going to send it across the map. PAPI, can he survive this? Unfortunately, he did sustain a lot of losses earlier, so PAPI is still recovering from that. He is expanding, getting a 3rd base. This won't really help too much in the defense either. It's going to be a tough hold here for PAPI. It's going to be tough. Here comes Shameless. Shameless, he still has momentum with those Immortals. Blink is finishing up as well. At the same time, we do have Shameless veering off with a couple of adepts. Let's veer off, we'll shade in. Here comes the main army, diving on the shield battery. Battery goes down. We get a couple of force fields. Nice save out of Shameless. Shameless, oh no! We go for the dive, go for the blink, gets 1 Immortal. Not even the juggling. Juggling is too good. And GG, Shameless, he will overwhelm, he will break on through, he pulls off the 2-base all in, and Shameless will claim the series. GG. Whew. GG, well played, congratulations. Shameless, he will claim the series. Did go all the way to the ace match. PAPI, he was able to hold his own, but we saw that unfortunately as PAPI was expanding, Shameless just doubled down, went into the all-in. PAPI, he was not ready for it. He only had 1 shield battery at the 3rd base. He had no Immortals of his own. GG. GG, well played. In the end, Shameless, he will advance on, and PAPI, he is out of the tournament. Here, there we go. As PAPI is out, and now we have 2 series left. 2 series left in tonight's broadcast. As you can see here, we have Shameless. Shameless, he advances on to face off against Art in the next round. Meanwhile, we have Nickrat advancing on to face off against Young Yakov. So we have 2 series remaining. It is going to be Nickrat versus Yakov alongside Shameless versus Art. More PvPs. More PvPs. So those are going to be our final 2 series of the broadcast. For now, again, because we are halfway through, we're going to be going on a short break. And when we come back, we'll have our next matches. We'll have our next series. We'll be back with Nickrat and Young Yakov in that Terran versus Zerg matchup. See you soon. See you soon after the break.